all good. You know, anytime I can give information out for the community, that's basically what I'm here for. So I want to thank everyone for joining me again. If you saw me an hour ago, here I am back again with some other faces, beautiful ladies of the NCBW. That's the National Coalition of Black Women. Yes, 100 of them to be exact. Hey, I like that.
Thousands of us, actually.
Oh,
Thousands
well,
of us.
I'm
So
just
we
sticking with the
are,
number on the behind you. I'm just
that's
sticking
all
with that
right.
number.
That's all right. We are so glad you
That's
have
local.
us here tonight. We are
The
so
local
proud to be
chapter.
here with you.
That's local.
All right. And for people who don't know me, I'm Kitty Lundan, host and creator of the People of Power Show. And every week I sit down with movers and shakers, CEOs, entrepreneurs, some celebs, basically people who are just doing amazing things. Rhonda is no stranger to the People of Power. She's been on here several times for several different occasions, but this time she is the head because she's the president of this organization for this chapter. And I want to welcome the beautiful Tammy McDonald. I love the back. We're giving some wedding vibes,
Thank you.
some
Just
wedding
find my
vibes.
man.
Oh, I'm loving the back. The backdrop is beautiful. So thank you, ladies, for joining us. And if you are part of the coalition, hopefully you are looking at us. And please make sure you hit the share button because we have a lot of information that we're giving out. But good afternoon or evening, Rhonda. How are you? I'm looking down because I'm
I'm
going to
doing
pass
great.
the mic over to you. First of all, please introduce who you are because you hold many, many hats besides being the president. But also, please let people know who are not familiar with the NCBW. Let us know who they are as well.
All right. Well, I'm Rhonda Rogers. I am the president and CEO of an organization called Lake Worth West Residence Planning Group. But as you mentioned, I have a lot of nonprofits that I support, and NCBW is one of them that's near and dear to my heart. We are the National Coalition of 100 Black women. We advocate unapologetically for Black women and girls, and we do that in the areas of health, education, economic empowerment, and leadership development. So here in Palm Beach County, we have been putting on programs for about 27 years now here in Palm Beach County, West Palm Beach chapter, because we do have our sister chapter down in South Palm Beach. And so we do want to recognize them. We do a lot of things together. We support each other, but we are the West Palm Beach chapter of NCBW. And we're just so delighted to be here with you tonight to talk about one of our major events coming up. It's our major fundraiser. It's the Women Empowerment Expo. I know people have been waiting for this expo. We were waiting for it. We were about a week out to have this expo at the South Florida Fairgrounds. And then, as we all know, COVID hit. And unfortunately, we had to shut down and we had to readjust and pivot. And we have pivoted. And so we just want to tell you a little bit about the expo. We have a chair with us. She's also the second vice president of finance and fund development. She does a lot of our grant writing. She brings in that money for NCBW. And so I have with me tonight, Ms. Tammy McDonald.
Good evening. What a pleasure it is to be here. And yes, we are so excited about the Women's Empowerment Expo. And as Rhonda just indicated, and Kitty, we were ready to go last year. And the week before we had to pull the plug because of COVID. So we've tried to, over the last year, figure out how we could make it bigger and better, even though we had to do it virtually on a virtual platform. So the Women's Empowerment Expo is planned for March 13th. Last year, some of you may remember or not that we had two levels of tickets. We had VIP tickets and we had general admission tickets. And I'm very, very pleased and to share with you that our own Kitty Lundan purchased VIP tickets. So she had planned to be there anyway. And no, she did not get them for free. She bought them.
Exactly. Two to be exact, because I think when you're basically doing things like this for women empowerment, you bring a sister along. You got to bring somebody along so you can feel the empowerment together. Because when you leave these events like you're having, you walk away changed. Really, you
Absolutely.
do. So.
Absolutely. So even though our platform is virtual, you'll still walk away changed. And we're going to kick it off on Friday night with a soiree. So last year we had planned to have a VIP section or area at the expo for our VIP ticket holders. Well, this year, because we're doing it virtually, we have to do something different. So we're kicking it off on Friday night with a VIP soiree for the VIP ticket holders. Rodney Baltimore of Hot 105. We all love Rodney Baltimore. If you are from South Florida and have been around a while, you know who I'm talking about. He's awesome. He will be our MC. And then we'll have a comedian, Larry Dog, who also is very well known here in South Florida. He'll kick it off, give us some comedy, make us feel good,
He is
etc.
funny. He
He
is funny.
is so funny. So he'll kick it off for us. We'll have our DJ, Barry Dassey, who'll kind of keep in between, keep things going, keep us dancing, keep us on a high note. And then there's a young lady that we discovered. We hired a production company, and I want to give a shout out to Katrina Kerr with KML, I think it is, KMK production. And she is just an awesome young lady. She really is going to make this expo seamless. There'll be, just everything flowing. And so we're real excited. She's done a really outstanding job so far. And I know the best is yet to come. But she found a saxophone player, a woman from, she was on Live at the Apollo. Her name is Rhoda G. And I've never seen too many people, maybe one or two, get a standing ovation at Live at the Apollo. This young lady got a standing ovation. They did not want her to leave. They wanted her to come back and play some more. She is off the chain. So she'll be entertaining us. And one of the special treats too is we wanted to do something fun. So on Thursday, everybody will be able to drive through at Inlet Grove. Anybody who holds a ticket from 4 to 6 and pick up your swag bag. We'll have swag bags for the general admission ticket holders as well as the VIP ticket holders. And ladies and everybody, men, whoever's listening, you want to be a VIP ticket holder.
Oh yeah, you want to be a
definitely
VIP.
do. So you want to be you, yeah. So we're going to be doing charcuterie boards, and we're going to have everything that you need to prepare it in the bag. So we'll have an activity where we'll actually do that together, and we'll have our little drink. So while we're enjoying the saxophone music, we'll be able to enjoy our refreshments at the same time. So how do you like that, Kitty?
I love it. I'm just envisioning all this greatness.
Yeah.
And I want you just to pause real quick, because I wanted just to take this moment. I know a lot of times, especially women, we get so caught up with a lot of empowerment. It's like, oh, empowerment this. But I believe that every event has a special thing about it. Right. So I know, before we talk about the other stuff, can you just tell the ladies who have not purchased a ticket, whether it's VIP or regular, what is the mission that we're trying to get out of this tonight? Because I really want people to know that this is something that you need to attend.
Yeah.
It's a need, not a maybe I'll do it. No, why do they need to attend this event?
Sure. So Friday night is just a kickoff for fun, something a little extra. The meat and potatoes is Saturday. So Saturday from 1 to 4 is when the actual event, the Women's Empowerment Expo, Soaring Success and Sustainability, will be held. The reason that you need to attend is manyfold, it's multifaceted, because whether you're a business owner, a young lady, older, more mature lady, want to start a business, have a business, want to know what to do to get to the next level, there's going to be information and value for any person in those areas. So the mission is to, number one, assist our sisters in strengthening their financial situation. So Wells Fargo is our title sponsor. They will be presenting their 8 healthy habits of financial success. So, for finances. So that it doesn't matter who you are, you can benefit from their presentation. And then, we're going to have vendors. So if you're a business owner, a small business owner, and you have a product or a service that you'd like to market, the women will be there. We're going to have storefronts. Every vendor will have their own virtual storefront and be able to go into the breakout room and sell their products or answer questions, what have you, as well as we'll have vendor showcases throughout the program. But even to take it to the next level, for women that have businesses, or want to start a business, we will have resources available in the way of technical assistance, bankers, CDFI, and persons. We will have presentations that we will give. One will be a panel whereby the institutions that, and let me just talk about who they are. Valley National Bank. I don't know, some people know Thea Sullivan. She's
The
an
Valley
awesome
Girl. I call her the
Yes,
Valley Girl.
oh, what? She's something else. So she'll be on that panel. The Black Business Investment Corporation, Marlon White heads that up. And he is a approved CDFI in our community, able to provide loans to small businesses and provide technical assistance and help people put their business plans together, put their toolkit. He'll talk about what needs to be in your financial toolkit as a small business owner, because too many of our businesses weren't able to take advantage of the PPP funding through the CARES Act recently, last year when we were in COVID, because they didn't have their business first aid kit together. We'll just leave it at that. And then we'll have a representative from Seacoast, probably our very own Aquanette Thomas, I would hope. And she's a branch manager locally. We'll have, missing someone. Well, we will have a good panel that will bring forth information as well as access to resources for women that either want to start a business, as to what it is you need to do, if you want to grow your business, if you want to take it to the next level. Hubbard Radio has a digital marketing program that they will be presenting. So in this environment, it's so important to be virtual. It's so important to be digital. And if you have a business and you're not, here's an opportunity to learn how to take your business online so that you can grow and do what you need to do. So that's a plus. They're also one of our sponsors.
And that was one of the biggest points that we had. The vendors were really struggling with this concept. We've been trying to put this on virtual for about 3 months now, and just really getting some of our grassroots vendors to transition has been difficult. So that is another reason why women have to come to these type of things, and they have to get out of their comfort zone, because no longer are we going back. So even after COVID, it's not going to be the same. So if you don't pivot and you don't change your environment and you don't move with the current time, you're going to be left behind. And we did have some vendors that told us that they could not come because their business folded in a year's time. They weren't able to sustain. So that is another reason why we do this work, and why most of our program, and why we advocate for women and Black women. Because yes, we have all women and men, but we are for our sisters, and we want to see them uplifted.
I think you're doing perfect timing too, because I was going to say, especially March, right? We think about January, February, March. People start to reset, right? I think that's like the reset time of the year. To me, the new year really starts around March, April-ish, because we're still kind of dealing with the 2020 rub off. But I think we start resetting around April. We start getting into gear around the summertime, and we just go from there. So I think the March is a perfect time for people to say, you know what? Let me brush it off. Let me get myself together. Let me put my big girl panties on, and let's get this money, and let's make sure I get it right. Because I love when you said about the businesses. A lot of people have businesses, but they're not properly ran, and they wonder why am I not seeing profit? Why am I not seeing what other people are doing? Why I'm not doing that? And it's because a lot of times we don't have our paperwork together. We're not certified. We don't know what to do. So I'm just loving Marlon, Thayers, Aquanette. Those are some pretty big people who can tell you how to get money, and not only how to get it, how to keep the money. I just want to say that quick shout out to them.
You are so right. You are so right. And the other part of it too is women want to see. I just want to take a side and say, Black women spend a lot of money in health and beauty in those industries. And this is about harnessing that and other things, but harnessing those things and really showing us how to, like you said, get that money. But the other piece that I think is really strong, there are some women business owners that understand what it means to start a business, have gone through the blood, sweat, and tears, because it's not easy. And so we're going to have a cross section of women. Ann McNeil, who started a construction company. I think she's the first Black-owned female construction company in the state of Florida, will be on that panel. We're going to have our very own Sonia Presley, who's in the IT area, and a few others
I
Uh,
love those
so
themes.
we,
I love those.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the reason why I
Mhm.
said because Rhonda, you said it last year. A lot of people folded. A lot of people had to pretty much rethink their whole career because what they knew was a normal, now they don't do it. I
Mhm.
right.
love it because you said IT, and I know Miss McNeil. She was on my show, and she's construction. Those are two fields that you don't really hear a lot of Black women thriving in or
No,
going to, but there is
right.
money there. So sometimes we have to flip those hats, maybe get a hard hat and say, guess what? Let me go into the construction field. Let me go into these other fields because there's gold mines in these other markets that we have not tapped into yet. So I am glad that you're not doing the cookie cutter,
Yes.
and no pun intended, I'm not, shading anyone's profession, but a lot of times when we have these empowerment, we have the same type of titles, so to speak. But when you're looking at a woman in construction and she has opened up doors for other Black women in construction, kudos to you for nabbing her because that's a great way to show that we have to change. Like
Yeah. So
2021,
it's
it's
time. So one of
time.
the reasons too is because I came up, my profession was in the area of construction, and I was often the only Black and the only woman in the boardroom or in the conference room or at the table or whatever when it came to planning communities and developing communities in South Florida. So for me, that's somewhat of a natural. And now in my role as Chief Development Officer at the Palm Beach County Housing Authority, here again, I'm in that role as a woman of color in construction. So for me, that was a natural. We have another sponsor who runs an engineering company. Again, another field that you don't see Black women in typically. So this is going to be a really powerful, powerful event of showcasing women, showcasing us doing our thing, and showing us reaching out to try to help others to come and do likewise, and to not only support each other, but also to uplift each other and show how to start your business, how to build your business, how to have an ironclad, strong business. And then we're going to have fun at the same time now. We're going to have a Zumba instructor, we're going to have a DJ, our very own Denise Albritton, our past president, who is a business owner here in South Florida, will be our MC. So there's a lot. In fact, no matter how old, how young, at what level in life you
What you
are,
do, what's your
there's
job, what you do, you can still join us.
there's something for everybody here.
No pressure because guess what, then you can watch all this greatness in your pajamas. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about
That's
how your
right.
hair looks, right? How I gained a little quarantine weight, they're gonna judge me. No, you're gonna be in front of your tablet, your phone, your computer, and you're gonna be
Hey, just
taking
come
all of
on.
this, right?
Just come on, put your cute
Yeah.
shirt on and beat your face like we do, and just sit right here and enjoy it and learn. Everybody's going to be able to walk away with so many great nuggets every time we put on a program. I'm so proud of our chapter. We're 51 women strong here in West Palm Beach, all different facets of job, walk of life and everything, but they bring their talents and they take time to volunteer to make sure that we put on over 25 programs a year. I know a lot of people know us for our baby shower. We've been doing our community baby shower for years. We're still having that. It's going to look different. So stay tuned for that in May. And then we have an event actually on Friday, Kitty, the same event that you purchased your tickets at. We're going to have Love and Money, which is our economic empowerment event this Friday. So that is still available through Zoom, and you can register for that. And so it's really about couples and talking about money. We hate that to have that conversations with our significant others, our spouses, but you got to do that because cheating and money is what breaks up those marriages. So we can help you with that money side of it. Now you got to work on the cheating side, but we got you on the money. Keep
You
those
get the
families
money first because
together.
they might forgive for the cheating depending on how the money is. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Right?
So join us, please,
Saying,
for
huh?
Love and Money.
I love it. And do you have, I was gonna say, for people who are wondering, I know you think you put in a link. Tickets are still available for the expo,
Oh yeah,
right?
tickets are available
Absolutely.
through Eventbrite, and just as Tammy mentioned before, it's $40 for the VIP, which gets you Friday and Saturday, and then $25 for Saturday. And Saturday is 1, 2, 4 o'clock. It is on
Right.
March 13th, and it's intentional that we are doing it in the month of March for Women History Month. because that is something that's important to us. And we're also having our annual Her Story. So we'll be honoring women Sunday, March the 7th. So stay tuned for that. We have a lot of things going on with the coalition. So if you don't follow us already, I want to put a plug in for our Facebook page. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So please check out the West Palm Beach chapter. And let me just give out our website is NCBW-WPB for West Palm Beach chapter.org. So that's NCBW. So NCBW-West Palm Beach chapter.org.
You can buy your tickets you on the web through the website link, or even through the Facebook link. It'll take you back to Eventbrite, or you can go directly to Eventbrite and search for the Women's Empowerment Expo. So there's several different ways to find it, but probably since most people are on Facebook, that might be the easiest. But there's so many different ways.
We made it very easy for you. Even if you go to the event, you click the event and it links you right to the tickets. So we tried to cover all our bases and make it very easy.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. As a VIP holder, I keep putting that out there.
Yes.
As a VIP holder, I'm ready for my swag bag. I'm going to do my drive-by, and that's 4 to 6 on the Thursday before the event. Am I correct?
That's correct.
For your swag bag, right?
I'm looking forward to Larry Dog, because he's so silly. God,
he is. And
so
Kitty, you got to wear your little black dress for Friday night. And we're going to have a cute little black dress fashion show. That's Friday night only.
So we can twirl in front of our cameras and
Exactly.
y'all so extra, but I love it. That's so cute. What would a woman's empowerment event be without a little extraness? I'm just
okay.
Exactly. Yeah, we do extra. Oh, and I forgot to mention our national first vice president, Saritha Tinsley, is a successful business owner in her own right. And she champions Sisternomics. She's our Sisternomics champion. So she'll be joining us on Saturday as well.
Ladies, thank you for joining us. I see you got a couple kudos. I don't know if you were able to read them. Rosa says, hi, queens. Sheree says, hi, ladies. Let me just go back up. Akoya says, sounds like a great event. Yes. Cheryl, hey, Cheryl says, good evening, ladies. Rhonda, you wave back. Thank you, Jonathan. He said, Kitty Lundan, you're awesome. Thank you, Jonathan. April Grant, hey, ladies. Hey, April. So I want to make sure that I said, give a shout out to everybody on here. Oh, hey, Shalonda. I keep saying, I might put an R in there. Shalonda Warren, NCBW, West Palm Beach Powerful Sisters. She's giving you all a shout out. So thank you all so much for joining. And I always say, please hit the share button. Sharing is caring. Even if you can't join the event, maybe someone on your page would be interested in attending. So please don't discount what you're not going to do for someone else. So hit the share button, let it go viral. I always say, people who do amazing things, we need to spread the word out more than we do. So please, I want to get 100 shares.
Thank you. I do want to add something. We are honoring tickets. Yes, we are honoring tickets that were purchased last year. Someone texted me. So thank you for reminding me to say that we are honoring our tickets. Just like at Kitty, we mentioned Kitty. Kitty purchased a ticket a year ago. We are honoring those tickets. So if you purchase your ticket from a member, please reach out to them and just remind them that you still would like to attend and honor your ticket. And if you purchase it through Eventbrite, we have your name and we have a list of those who purchase their tickets online. But yes, we are honoring all tickets. Thank you.
Kudos to you ladies for not folding, because I know, let's be transparent. A lot of things, people were giving out refunds. A lot of things just didn't happen. You stuck with it. I'm sure it was kind of hard because you didn't know the date. You didn't know when it was going to happen. But the information that I know that we'll be getting is needed. So thank you all for sticking with it. And I'm glad I had my ticket. So I was just like, whatever, let me know. Now I can get my swag bag.
Yes, and your cute black dress. That's right.
Yes, and black dress.
And we will have prizes and giveaways as well. So, people like to get prizes, and there are going to be some very, very good ones. So I'm not going to give away what they are until the time comes, but there will be some good prizes and giveaways.
So thank you again for this opportunity. And
You're so
see
welcome, ladies. And if
Thank
you need
you.
me again, let me know. And again, thank you for being pillars in the community. And once again, this is another edition of the People of Power Show. And we will see these ladies in a couple of weeks when they have
Yes.
this beautiful event. Thank you all for
Thank
joining.
you.
you so
Good
much.
night.
Bye.
Thank you.